Very good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Shahin Jurangpati. Well, first we'll take a look at your headlines. Heavy rain in drought-hit Polonnaruwa. A TNA delegation leaves for New Delhi. Speaker of the Australian Parliament resigns over a sexual harassment case. Now for the stories in detail. A 7-member delegation of the Tamil National Alliance is to leave for India today. TNA parliamentarian M.A. Sumandiran said that the delegation is visiting New Delhi following an invitation from the Indian External Affairs Ministry. Sumandiran added that several high-profile meetings have been scheduled during the visit.
The Tamil National Alliance going to New Delhi today on the invitation of the Ministry of External Affairs there. We hope to meet high officials and leaders while we are there. We will know the exact nature of the meetings only after we reach Delhi. There is a 7-member delegation that is going, led by Mr. Sambandan, leader of the TNA, Mr. Srinath Raja, Secretary, Mr. Vinayaga Murthy, Suresh Premachandran, Selvam Adeklanathan, Mr. Pon Selva Raja and myself.
The Department of Motor Traffic said that roadside vehicle emission tests will begin shortly. Commissioner General of Motor Traffic S.H. Harishchandra stated that vehicles will be stopped randomly on the road and spot inspections will be carried out to check on emission levels. Harishchandra added that 22 inspection sets needed for emission tests have been ordered from Germany. He further stated that once the inspection sets are received, emission tests will commence in all districts of the country. Well, moving on to more local news, UNP parliamentarian Palitha Range Bandara says that people must set aside their narrow political divisions and come together to oppose the government's anti-people agenda. The parliamentarian expressed his view during a leaflet distribution campaign in Maharagama yesterday.
An awareness campaign was conducted in Maharagam yesterday on the mass public rally that is to be held at Hyde Park in Colombo on October 18th. DNA parliamentarian Jayantha Katagoda also participated in this awareness campaign.
ජාතික සන්ධානයේ පාර්ලිමේන්තු මන්ත්‍රී
මේ රටේ යුක්තිය සහ සාධාරණත්වය විනාශ කිරීමට පියවර අරගෙන ඉවරයි.
Steps have already been taken to destroy justice and fairness in this country. The government, which is pecking from tree to tree, has now got its beak entangled in the banana tree. We wish to tell the people of this country that preparations are being made to bring the opposite parties together. This initiative will bring together all the parties, the party leaders and ordinary people who oppose the anti-state and anti-people government. We call on everyone in this country to come together.
සමස්ත රටේ ජනතාවට අපි ආරාධනා කරනවා.
A Japanese national who attempted to smuggle a stock of foreign currency out of the country has been arrested by customs at the Katunaika airport. The value of the stock of foreign currency that was to be smuggled out of the country was 5 million rupees. An airport customs official said that the stock of currency was discovered inside the baggage of the 44-year-old Japanese national. The customs official also said that the stock of foreign currency included US dollars, Japanese yen and Hong Kong dollars. Meanwhile, a person drowned while having a bath in a quarry located in the Divulwawa area in Hettipola.
The police said that the body of the victim was discovered at around 9 last evening with the assistance of the Navy. The victim has been identified as a 70-year-old resident of the Divulwawa area. Well, several parts of the island, including the Polonnaruwa district, that have been plagued by a long drought, experienced showers yesterday. The Department of Meteorology stated that the onset of rain is due to an atmospheric disturbance. Now, the department noted that the rainy weather conditions will continue.
Showers were experienced in several parts of the Polonnaruwa district last evening, bringing relief to the thousands affected by the long drought. The Department of Meteorology stated that the highest rainfall was recorded in the Minneria area in Polonnaruwa in the last 24 hours. A rainfall of 153 millimeters was recorded from Minneria. These are visuals of the waterways and tanks in the area. Meanwhile, rainfall of 35 millimeters was recorded in Colombo.
Well, in fact, we had been having sort of dry conditions because of the monsoon winds and so on. The monsoon winds was strong and now it has lied down and weak, so that the conditions are quite favorable for development of thunderstorms especially in the inland areas during the afternoon. So that in fact what we have expected this kind of conditions towards the end of September. So now it has come very well, and we have to welcome, because now we have got some rain in the drought affected areas, especially in the north central provinces and Uva, and sometimes also the eastern province as well.
Around 10 houses have been damaged by strong winds that swept across the Gondang Ara, Buttala and Wagaruwela areas. The Thanamalwila District Hospital had suffered damage when a tree fell onto the roof of the hospital. The Disaster Management Centre stated that 2 shops in the area were also damaged, but no injuries were reported. 20 houses were destroyed in the Porathivpattu area in Batticaloa owing to the strong winds. The Department of Meteorology stated that a considerable amount of rainfall was experienced in catchment areas in the past 24 hours, ending at 8 this morning. More than 70 millimeters of rainfall was recorded near the Canyon, Kukuleganga and Laksapana reservoirs. The Ceylon Electricity Board states that hydropower generation is likely to face a crisis situation if rains are not experienced in the catchment areas in the next 2 months.
The diploma awarding ceremony of the Sri Lanka Higher Technical Training Institute was held yesterday. Now, this was held under the patronage of the Minister of Higher Education, S.B. Dissanayaka.
When the Ministry of Higher Education took over, we took several decisions. We arrived at the decision that the salaries and other allowances of lecturers should be brought closer to the university lecturers. We also decided not to get students involved in the administration of the institution. The students have grabbed the administration from the directors. The standard of these institutions have dropped from the time students were enrolled in the institutions. We are working to change this situation.
Well, taking a look at one of our local stories, the Ceylon Electricity Board states that hydropower generation is likely to face a crisis situation if rains are not experienced in the catchment areas in the next 2 months.
There's less rainfall. Hence, if the required rainfall is not experienced over the next 2 months, there will be huge crisis in hydropower generation. We are trying hard to conserve electricity as much as possible so that it could be used at the beginning of next year. We require the assistance of the public for this, and we urge the public to use electricity sparingly. This is because if electricity is wasted and the expected rainfall is not received, then we will not be able to control the situation.
විදුලිය අර පරිශ්‍රමයෙන් පාවිච්චි කරන්න මොකද විදුලිය නාස්ති කරොත් අපිට මේ තත්ත්වය පාලනය කරගන්න බැරි තත්ත්වයකට යන්න පුළුවන් වර්ෂාපතනේ නොලැබුණොත්.
News bulletin for today. Join us again at 1:55 for more of the very latest. I'm Shanjurang Pati, and take care.